guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler, and today I have a new box of curriculum that I'm super excited about, and we're gonna take a look at what's inside. I ordered during the Cyber Monday week, and it's here. I didn't know how long it was gonna take to get here, seeing that, you know, especially during this time of year, because it's December right now, the mail is going a bit slower. So imagine my surprise when this showed up on my doorstep. It was like Christmas for me. So we're gonna take a look and see what's inside of this box. If it's your first time visiting my channel, I wanna tell you welcome. Make sure that you hit the like and the subscribe button, and down below in the description box, I have a link to our free Facebook group for homeschooling parents. All right, let's take a look and see what I have in here. And I will have links down below where you can check this stuff out and you can get a closer look, and I think you can even see like inside of the books and things like that. So, and just as a disclaimer, I haven't used this curriculum yet. I don't know what's inside of it, so this is my first look at it too. So I ordered curriculum for the following year, so the 2023-2024 school year, and this will be for a 7th grader and 11th grader. Since it's right on top, we're gonna go with what I ordered my 11th grader first. And he personally picked out these books. He picked out 2 different subjects. So the first subject we're gonna take a look at is, what is this? Literature. This is literature. So right now he's doing the Christian classics, and I have some videos up about that one. He's going to take a little bit of a shift, and we're going to do Worldviews in Conflict by Kevin Swanson. And everything in this box is from the Generations Company. They are a very, very good curriculum company. Kevin Swanson is a great author. Everything is biblically accurate, which for us is prime above everything else. Seeing the consistency in everything, just being theology nerds and being Bible nerds as we are, makes my heart happy. So that's one of the main reasons why we use this company. So this will be our 2nd year with Generations, and we're going to be using Worldviews in Conflict, and this book is for high school level. This is not specifically for 11th grade, so this can be used, it looks like, any point in, you know, the high school grades. We're going to be using it for 11th grade because he did the Christian literature that was suggested for 10th grade. You're going to get 2 books with this. This one is obviously the textbook, and this one is the workbook and the teacher book in one, which is kind of a cool thing that Generations does. So you're going to find all of the student sheets in here, the test, the scheduling. They even have like an area for grading and things like that in the front of the book. So this one is kind of a literature philosophy combo here. The other one that he picked out was history, and he picked out Epoch. So we have these 2 books, kind of the same thing as the literature. You got the textbook and the teacher student workbook here. This is high school history. Again, it's not specific to the grade, which is fine. That's how most of them are. And there is one more book that goes with this. Found it. Okay, so we have 3 books with this course. You have the main textbook here. You have the Story of Freedom book here. And then you have the student workbook, teacher book here. And student teacher workbook here is kind of the same thing as the others, you know, tests, scheduling, worksheets, that type of thing. The Story of Freedom is a companion book. Again, I haven't read it. I'm actually looking forward to reading this just from the cover. We've got Martin Luther on the cover, which already tells me it's going to be a good book. So this one is probably a good one to keep on your shelf. That's one of the things that I really like about Generations, is they give you books that are going to turn into family books for you to build your library. And then here is the textbook. Now I've noticed that there's 2 types of textbooks with Generations. You have the more black and white big kid books, and then you have kind of what my younger child has with the beautiful pictures and photography. Both are fantastic. So I don't want you to look down upon books that don't have some of the beautiful photography that I showed in other videos. The black and white books are just fine, and honestly the content is king over the pictures and things like that. So you know, just make sure that you have that in mind when you're looking at some of these books. Let's move on to 7th grade. I bought the core package. So I bought just the whole curriculum package. Those were on sale, and I'm really happy with what I'm seeing already. So I'm gonna show you what's inside. So he got 3 main subjects with this: Bible, history, and literature. So we're gonna take a look and see what he's got. Let's take a look first at Bible. So he's gonna be reading the Gospel of Matthew. This is his first like big kid book that he's gonna be using for Bible this year. And this is very close to the same one that my son is doing now for Proverbs, my oldest. So this one, he's gonna be starting in the Gospel of Matthew. And these are kind of just like bite-sized devotionals, but it's definitely great content, biblically accurate. Okay, so for literature, he's got 4 main books here that we're gonna take a look at. So this is the main teacher book. You have the breakdown of the schedule, the daily schedule, and you have the worksheets and all of that type of stuff in here. The 3 books that he's going to be studying this year is Titus, The Life of Henry Martyn, which is the smallest book in here, and the largest book is Swiss Family Robinson. Now, I'm really happy to see this one in there because this is a book that he already really likes. He knows the story. He read a really condensed version of this that we bought several years ago. So he's gonna be happy to read the more expanded version of this book. He really, really liked Swiss Family Robinson. So we get to study it more in depth this year, and I think that'll be a lot of fun for him. Let's move on to history. So we have History's Heroes, The Amazing Story of Christian Faith Through History. Sorry, there's a glare there from my window. This is for history for 7th and 8th grade, and this is more of a black and white type of textbook. So this year for 6th grade, he is doing Taking Europe for Jesus. This book is absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful textbooks I've ever seen, and I'm keeping it on my shelf. This one is a little bit different because you have more of a black and white type of book, and that's okay. I'm not really that concerned about it. I know some people were kind of disappointed that some of the books were black and white. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, content is king over pictures. So we can look up pictures on the internet if we need to. The main thing is I have a good resource in my hands. So this one is a 1-year church history overview for grades 7 and 8, and it's got a lot of great stories in here. I've already been kind of thumbing through it. Now, to go with this book is one of the best books that I'm going to recommend to you for you and your kids. It's Trial and Triumph. We ordered this off of the Canon Press website a couple of years ago, so I already have a copy of this, and now I have 2, so I can send one off with my kids when one of them leaves. When I was a kid, there was a book, and when I say kid, I mean teenager. There was a book called Jesus Freaks, and I think DC Talk wrote it. I'm showing my age here. Hush, don't make any jokes, okay? And they were really, really popular. Several volumes of it came out, and they were stories of like martyrs and things like that, and all the way up to current date. And this is like that, but better. This is such a better resource than the Jesus Freaks books. If you want like accurate biblical history of 1st century Christians especially, get this one. I'm highly, highly, highly recommend this one. I'm not trying to put down the Jesus Freak books, but get this one. This one's much better. So this one I'm really excited to read about. I think I'm gonna learn a lot in this one. Personally, I did not growing up know a lot about church history, so I think this one is going to build a great foundation, not just for my son, but for myself as well. I feel like I'm kind of playing catch up, so I get to learn along with the kids, and that's one of the best things about homeschooling. All right, guys, that is all that I have in this box. Definitely money well spent. I think next year is going to be fantastic. You'll see more of these books in further videos, and when I do the big curriculum reveal for the entire year. So you're gonna see some of these books now, and you'll see more later, and I might, change and tweak a little bit too, and that's okay. I am definitely happy with this order, and we'll see what else I order between now and the coming school year. But I wanted to order while it was on sale. And if you're not yet, make sure that you get on my email list, and I will send out emails when Generations has a sale, because their prices are already really low. And I've said it in other videos, the prices on Generations are the best I've ever seen, especially for what you're getting. And being that the content is so good, it's almost like I feel like there's a catch coming, but there hasn't been one yet, and I've just been waiting, and they're fantastic. I have not had one, I really haven't had any complaints about Generations, so I am very happy as a first-year customer of theirs. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.